out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Cleveland Browns. This will make it into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, Abdullah. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And the Washington first down.
Stafford gives to Abdullah. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And this one is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flush to his right. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 11-yard line.
Play action. Stafford. Being chased out left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, Because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
He was brought down at the
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a give to Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Joe Mixon on the carry. Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They do go for it. Here's Allen, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Stafford. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Browns nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, Costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Number 28.
Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
On the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Danielle Hunter. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Mike 51.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Eddie Pinheiro set.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. A nice little juke. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
4-yard line.
Rashad Breeland, the one that got him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
3-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From just shy of midfield, Allen, he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 34-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
To T.J. Hockenson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff to Mixon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brought down by Earl Thomas. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Corey Davis.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. Badgley able to knock this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Brandon Cooks as time expires in the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9, Allen.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pick.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 1st and 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Benjamin on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
off of play action. Here's Stafford. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Amir Abdullah, the ball.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
To Michael Gallup.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 42 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Michael Gallup.
Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He'll get this one complete to Davis. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there. 29 yards and a 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made by Chase Young.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 63 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 23-yard line.
Again, it's Abdullah. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this Browns defense stands tall. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up...
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Good.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
4 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. Good plan for the pass first.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. This is Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Stafford going to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Stafford on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Washington.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens.